Look, 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 look. What wonderful chicken breasts we have here. There's a different way to prepare them that guarantees they'll turn out this juicy. It's amazing. And today, we're making some super juicy chicken breasts. Hi, I'm Pelayo and this is Saladolandia, and today I have an amazing dish. We're going to make the classic chicken breasts everyone knows, but with a trick to make them super juicy in a very quick and easy way. They're also very delicious. All advantages. Let's go for it, because today we're going to succeed. To prepare this wonder, I'm going to use 6 chicken breasts that you can cut yourself or buy already sliced, like fillets. Also, 50 grams or 2 tablespoons of butter and flour to coat them. 100 milliliters or half a cup of milk and basil to taste. Salt to taste as well, and a little bit of pepper to taste. Of course, a splash of oil. With all these ingredients, it's a great recipe. Let's get started without delay. The first thing I'm going to do is take these chicken breasts, which you can see I've already sliced thin. I'm going to sprinkle a little flour on top. I have a small plate underneath, so any flour that falls will stay on the plate and I can use it. To brush, with this flour, coat the entire surface of the chicken breast. In the end, you'll have a very thin layer of flour on each one. Come on, a little more for the second one. And like that, with all the ones you want to prepare today, you'll end up with a nice dish like the one you see here. Perfect. To start cooking. We're going to do that right now, and I'm going to do it in a pan on the ceramic stove or whatever you have that gets hot. And we're going to put it here. With the butter. Come on, the butter goes in and the heat should be at medium-high. We're going to leave it at that point until the recipe is finished. Now, what we'll do is give the butter a few stirs, waiting for it to melt. When it starts to heat up, add a splash of oil and keep stirring. The idea is for the butter to melt and eventually mix with the oil, creating a uniform liquid, like the one you're seeing here. Pure magic for frying things with a little bit of flour, like these chicken breasts we just prepared. Let's put them in, with the size of the pan I'm going to use. I can fit 2, but I'm not too worried about there being only a few, because this cooks quickly. Just under 2 minutes on each side, so we're going to keep them here in this bubbling mixture for about 2 minutes. After that time, the process is very simple. Just flip them over. You'll see that they're starting to get some color around the edges, and that's when you flip them. We're going to leave them, like I said, for another 2 minutes on this side, and in the end, they'll be golden and very well seared. We're going to keep all the moisture inside, and that way they'll turn out extra juicy. And now it's time to repeat this process with the rest of the chicken fillets or chicken breasts. Here we go, since they take a couple of minutes. Hey, I recommend you use this time to subscribe to the channel, turn on the bell, and notifications. That way, you'll always be notified of all our updates, and you'll be the first to know everything. Alright, 2 minutes on each side like before, and the chicken breast is ready. This is going fast. It's going at full speed. Let's get the last ones in. In they go. We take advantage of the same heat, since this all goes one after another. It doesn't take any time while we're frying them. What I haven't told you is where we put the chicken breasts that were already browned. And look, what I do is place them on a plate. And my trick is to put this paper towel underneath so it absorbs the excess fat they've released. The oil and butter are left perfect this way to later mix with the sauce we're going to prepare. So that's it. I'm working on the last 2, and I can see they're already golden on both sides. Now, what we're going to do is today's special touch. It's going to give the recipe an extra flavor. Let's move these 2 onto the plate with paper towels, because we're going to make the sauce here. First trick, lower the heat to medium instead of medium-high. Once we have it, as you can see, I just added the milk. We're also going to add pepper to taste, and a little bit of salt to taste. Also, if you like it very salty, add a lot. If you like it less salty, add a little, and a bit of basil. I really like the touch it gives, so I add a whole spoonful. But, as always, these things are up to each person's taste. You give it a few stirs so the liquid mixes in and heats up evenly. And I'm telling you, I keep it on medium heat, even medium-low if you want. And in this little sauce we just mixed, we put all the chicken breasts back in. Once they're in, we cover the pan with any lid and let it cook on that medium or medium-low heat for 5 minutes. This is the key moment and the magic of today. After giving each side of the chicken breasts 2 minutes, you place them with this sauce and cover. Cover the pan for 5 minutes over medium heat, and we're going to get some amazing chicken breasts. In total, we're going to cook them for 5 minutes, but when about half the time has passed, we'll open the pan and flip them over. That way, the moisture is distributed more evenly, and they turn out even juicier. So now it's my turn for that little step. I just take the chicken breasts and flip them over, just like that. It's that easy. It distributes the juices evenly, trust me. And that's it. We let it sit for the rest of the time until the 5 minutes I mentioned earlier are up. It's that easy. A great recipe that you can prepare in no time, and you can serve it with whatever you want. Rice salad, pasta, potatoes, anything you can think of. Look at that. What an amazing appearance. Sometimes, with simple things, you can make spectacular dishes. And if you add a touch of color, like here with a bit of tomato, it already looks like one of those magazine dishes. Look, 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 look. We're gonna plate a couple of chicken breasts this easily. And don't tell me the dish isn't starting to look good. What a shine, what a wonder. And since I always like that aromatic touch, I add a bit of freshly chopped parsley or cilantro on top, which also gives it that green shine that I love. But well, this is just a little thing that I like and that I recommend to you, but it's totally optional. Look, tell me this dish doesn't look appetizing. It's an easy dish to make, quick to prepare, with simple ingredients. And it turns out this spectacular. Look, 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 look. Here I show you the inside, which is the most important part, just like with people. Juicy, juicy, perfectly cooked and ready to be devoured. I truly assure you that this recipe is worth it, and if you try it, you'll want to make it again for sure. It's just so delicious. I encourage you to make it and let me know how much you liked it. Come on, let's get to work and enjoy it. The recipe is nearly done, but I'm not going yet, without trying a little piece with you all. It's delicious, and also, it's like it just melts in your mouth as you chew. The juiciest and most tender chicken breast I've ever eaten in my life, and it's super tasty. Although, I'm sure it can be improved. So, if you can think of a little detail to add, what spice to change, or what to serve it with to make this dish even more amazing. Yes, write it down below in the comments so I can learn from you. I get a lot of ideas, you guys are awesome. And while you think about it, you can check out this other video. It looks amazing, doesn't it? And if you haven't done it yet, click here to subscribe. Turn on the bell and notifications, and you'll always be up to date with all our news, with a new video every Thursday and Sunday.